Hi, everybody. My name is Tannis, and I have to introduce myself. So I am going to be teaching your fitness today for the 8 weeks. I'm a personal trainer at the Tri-Leisure Center, and I have worked with our Alberta athletes on the West Central, their speed skating team. And I was actually hoping that we could have one of them with us today to do this workout. But I mean, with COVID, it's kind of scary. So I actually brought my daughter with me. She's going to come into the frame.
Okay.
So she's going to be the one that's going to be going through the all of the exercises. As a personal trainer, I am going to be putting her through them and making sure that you guys are doing it correctly, and so is she. Yeah, so if everybody is ready, you guys are going to need some water because we're going to have some water breaks, and a mat. And something, if you've got something that you can squeeze, it's going to be between your knees and your inner thighs. If you don't worry about it. But we've got it's a little weighted rubber ball. And that's what we're going to use. All right, so if everybody is ready, we're going to start your warm up. So we're going to warm up your back with a cat-cow. So down on your hands and knees. Okay. So with a cat-cow, what you're going to do is you're going to, I'll go to the side and show you, and Austin's going to do it. You're going to arch your back, bring your head up, and then exhale and push your back up, okay? And you're going to do 20 of those, and I'm going to count with Austin. So she's going to exhale as she rounds her back up, pushing her spine nice and high to the sky. That's number 2. Inhale on the cat part of it, or the cow part, I'm not sure what that is. Cat, okay. All right, keep going. All right, so what this one is going to do is this is going to lengthen out the muscles along your spine and your core. So the muscles in our back and our stomach, they work together to facilitate our core, so to make sure that your body is nice and strong. And as athletes, that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you are universally strong over from top to bottom. And our core is often forgotten. Most people think it's just the stomach muscles, but we have to remember that our back is an opposing muscle group along the spine. So front to back, we really want to make sure that your back is as loose as your front, and we want to work them simultaneously. And that's a really good exercise, is the cat-cow for that. Okay. Good, nice big stretch. So as you're pushing your back up, you're rounding your shoulders too, because we want to get right from the top, from the shoulders to the spine, a nice big arch. And then as you come in, you're sinking, so you're opening up your rib cage as you go down. Good, give me 5 more. I didn't count on this one, I'm sorry. I'm estimating that there's 5 left. Good. And this is just a nice little warm up to get the muscles contracting, getting blood flowing through the muscles, so that as you're going to do the workout, everything is going to be nice and warm. So your ligaments and your tendons are nice and warm, the muscles are nice and warm. We want to prevent any injury. Okay, we're going to turn the mat to the side. All right, Austin, lay down on your back. All right, so now we're going to do, it's like a pendulum swing, or what I call windshield wipers. Bring your legs up. Okay, nope, just hold right here. Okay. So what she is going to do, and what you guys are going to do at home, I'm going to show you the full version and then a modified version, is she's going to use her obliques. She's going to drop her legs down to the side as far as she can, and then she's going to lift them up and do it to the other side. Bring your arms up to the side. That will help. Good. And bring them up. Okay. So if you're doing the full version, which is your legs straight, you guys are going to do 20 reps, 10 on each side. If you're going to do the modified is knees bent and just a side to side. So making sure that your arms are out flat. You want to keep your back nice and tight to the floor. And we're using our obliques, so our side muscles right here. That's what's bringing the hips up and back down. And the modified version is a lot easier to control. If you are doing the straight leg, you want to try to get your legs down as far as you can to the floor without having your shoulders come off the mat. And you don't want to do this one fast. You want to do everything nice and slow and controlled. Warming up the muscles. Are you counting? No. Okay, you probably should count for your mom. Okay.
Let's say I'm at, I don't know, 12.
All right. So we're gonna go 20 on these guys. And we're gonna do like a 15 to 20 minute warm up on all of these things. Like I normally do with my clients, it's about a 15-minute warm up before I put them through any of their workouts, because I do really want to mitigate their injury factor. So we don't want them to get injured. All right, so back up. We're gonna turn the mat to the side. So now we're gonna do like a T-spine. So the T-spine is your thoracic spine through here. And with a lot of people, this part of your back is really, really, really tight. So we're gonna do a few different ways that we can do the T-spine twist. So the first one is you're going to hold your hands out like this, and she's just gonna reach and touch her toes. And trying to, as she's reaching, opening up her chest to look to the side, okay? So this is the first modified version of the T-spine twist. The second one is go down on your hands and knees. So it's the same thing. Austin's gonna be on her hands and knees, and she's gonna reach up. Now this one's a little bit harder, and then she's gonna come down, touch her shoulders to the ground, and then back up again. So 10 each side, 20 all together. On this side, it gets a little bit deeper into your lumbar spine as well. Good. So yeah, your modified is a standing, touching the toes, alternating, and this is the fuller version of the T-spine twist, is on your tabletop position, so hands and knees, and doing that rotation side to side. And each time that you do the reach back, you should feel that you're getting a little bit more mobility in your back as you do this. So that means that the back muscles are warming up, the ligaments are warming up, and they're letting you have a bigger range of motion or a full range of motion on this one. Are you counting?
No. I don't count. I never count.
I'm talking too much, so it's hard for me to count, but that's okay. I think our athletes, Evan and Andrew, they all remember that I would make them count because I'm not a great counter. All right. Good job. Nice big reach up. Good. Switching sides. Good. So the importance of having this warm up, like I said, is to make sure that you're not going to have any injuries. And the mobility part of the warm up is moving through a range of motion during your exercises. So a lot of people get confused with what a mobility exercise is compared to it, like stretching. And stretching is really good, but stretching is going to be done after you're done your workout, okay? So movements like this are called dynamic warm-up movements. They are moving through that range of motion in your workout. Stretching at the end is a static, so that means you're just holding that movement, and those are best done after a workout when you're super warm. All right, so I want you on your back. Turn that to the side again. So now we're going to do just some to wake up the lower back and then your glutes, so your butt muscles. You're going to lay back on your back, feet on the ground, and all you're going to do is you're going to push through your feet and lift your butt up and squeeze down. Okay, and you're going to go for 10 of these, but we're going to do this 6 times. Okay, 3, 4, good, keep squeezing it up. 5, so you want to feel your hamstrings, your bum, and your lower back. 6, good, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, so now there's going to be a little bit of a rest, so we're going to give you maybe about a 30-second rest. We're going to do another set with double legs. So both legs on the ground is a double leg hip thrust. So one more set of this, and then we're going to do 2 single leg on your right leg, and then 2 single leg on your left leg. So that's going to be our 6. Are you ready?
No.
All right, so we're going to do another set of 10, double leg. Squeeze it up. If you want to make this a little bit harder, you bring your feet a little bit closer into your butt. Then you're going to get a little bit higher of a push. 3, 4, 5, halfway, 6, good, 7, and this is a really important one that we want to warm up because we are going to be doing this one in the workout, okay? 8, 9, one more, and 10. All right, we're going to have that rest again. So now we're going to do a single leg one, and most of us have one leg that's going to be stronger than the other, so we're going to take our weaker leg first. For me, it's my left leg. Austin's going to be her left leg as well. So we're going to use the left leg first. So what she's going to do, she's going to lift her right leg up. You're going to hold this one up straight.
Oh, hold it up straight.
You can hold it up straight. If that is too hard, you can do what Austin was going to do. Cross it over your other knee. But you want to work towards having it raised up straight. So bring your other foot closer to your butt. There you go. All right, so now she's going to try to touch my hand with her foot. 1. And we're going to go for 10. 2. 3. This is good for the hamstrings, warming them up. 4. 5. Good. So just set a target that you want to lift that foot up to and try to keep that foot straight. 3 more. Good. 9, one more. And 10. Good. All right, you can put that leg down, rest it out. We're going to do one more set with that left leg on the ground, right leg up, and then we're going to switch. And our last 2 sets are going to be on Austin's right leg with her left leg up in the sky. So whichever one is your stronger, weaker leg, we're working the weaker leg first. All right, and she's going to modify for the second set. Okay, so she's going to have them crossed over and modify for our second set. Are you ready for the second? Okay, and push the hips up. So the biggest thing that you want to look for when you're doing this is that your hips are even, that you don't have one of your hips dipping underneath the other one. They want to be pushed up even. Okay, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, rest it out. And the athletes, you guys are supposed to use 8 rocks. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to do our last 2 sets, and it's going to be on your stronger leg. We always want to work your weaker side first. Normally, if somebody is working their stronger side first, if the weaker side is going to be a little bit harder, they have a tendency to not do the same amount of reps on that weak side as they do on the right side because it doesn't feel good. We always work the non-dominant side or weaker side first. All right, so left leg straight up, 10 presses up. 1, good. And Austin has her hands down by her side like this, and that is just for a little extra stability and balance, okay? Good. 5 more. 6, good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Rest it out. So now she's going to do the modified version for her last one, and that is with the left leg crossed over the right knee. Yeah. If you feel a little bit of tightness or cramping in your legs, just shake them out a little bit as you're laying down there. Keep the blood flowing. Alrighty, on your last one, raise it up. 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. Good. 5. 6. 7. 8. Nice. Good job. 9. One more. And 10. Good. All right. You can unfold your legs and lay flat on the ground. So what I want you guys to do now, this is just going to be a big stretch. Reach your hands over top of your head and lengthen out. So I want you to pretend that somebody's got your feet in your hands and they're pulling you apart. I want a big, big, big stretch. Okay? Nice big stretch. Good. And relax it out. 3, 2, big stretch again. So yeah, imagine somebody's pulling you apart. We're going to do this one more time, okay? So we're going to do this stretch 3 times. All right, relax it out. All right. right, 3, 2, 1, big stretch again. Perfect. All right. So now our next one that we're going to do is lower leg raises or scissor kicks. Okay. This is another glute one, but it's also really good for your lower abs. So what you're going to do is you can take your hands and you can put them underneath your bum. And I want you to raise your shoulders off the ground if you can with your head. Yeah. And then you're going to raise your legs up and down 10 times. No, together. Legs together.
Together?
Yeah, legs together. We're just going to do legs together 10 times. 2. Good. Nice and controlled. 3. So notice that she's not letting her feet touch the ground. That's what you don't want to do. We want to raise and lower without touching the ground. Good. 6. 7. Good. You should feel this in your core. 8. Lower back as well. 9. 1 more. And 10. All right. I want you guys to relax it out. Okay. So the next one is going to be scissor kicks. So the reason why I'm having her lift her shoulders off the ground is to engage her core right here, so right at her belly button. And what you want to focus on is, okay, I'm going to tighten up my tummy here, but I'm going to push my lower back into the ground, okay? We don't want to have any space in our lower back. We want to have nice and flat to the ground. Okay, legs out again, raise your shoulders up. Now you're going to scissor kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keep going, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and rest. Good. All right, so we're going to do the scissor kicks 22 more times, and then we are going to go again. All right, another 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, so you should be feeling that little bit of a burn in your lower abs, and that's what we want to see. So the bigger that you kick those legs, the easier this is going to be. If you want to work your core a little bit more, you do what we call flutter kicks, so they're little baby kicks, okay? All right, we're going to go one more time. Scissor kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. All righty. All right, give you guys a little bit of a stretch. So the next one that we're going to do 2 warm-up exercises together. So we're going to do, it's called a superset. So we're going to do a dead bug into a bird dog. So basically a dead bug is the reverse of a bird dog. If anybody's ever done the bird dogs before, this is just the flip side of it. So lay down on your back.
Okay.
I want your legs raised up and bent like this, and your arms are going to be up. Okay, so what you're going to do is she's going to take her left leg and her right arm, and she's going to stretch them down and bring them back up again. That's 1, and then switch. This arm stays up. Good, bring it up.
Oh, this is weird.
Yeah, and then down. Good. 3, and this keep alternating. 4, this is really good for the midsection. 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. All right, so that is called a dead bug. Now she's going to get into her tabletop position, and we're going to do the bird dog. So they're identical exercises. One is just face up and one is face down, basically. So you're going to take your opposite hand to opposite leg, so left leg, right arm, stretch out. Keeping your back nice and tight here, good. And we're going to stretch out for 10. So this is a balance exercise as well as a core exercise, okay? 4, good. 5. Now modified, if this is too hard, you're just going to take your hands and move your hands one at a time or your legs one at a time, okay? If you're really struggling with your balance, this is what we're going to do. You're going to just move your hands or your legs instead of both together. Okay, 1 more.
That's 10.
Oh, that was 10. Okay, see, she's counting now. That's good. All right, flip back over, back to the dead bugs again. The buggies. All right, hands up, knees up, just like you're in a tabletop position, but you're on your back. And then alternate those hands. Good. 2. So this is another really good exercise for working on the coordination. So getting your motor neuron system to fire correctly. Thinking about what you're doing, alternating sides. Instead of using one side at a time, we're using both sides of your body at a time. And it is a coordination thing, and this is a really good exercise to do if you do struggle with a little bit of coordination. So having your upper body and your lower body coordinate together, or your left side and your right side. Back over onto tabletop for bird dogs. We're gonna do 3 sets of this, okay? So this is the end of your second set, back into your bird dogs. And now also what I want you to do is just do your hands, okay? So this is the modified just hands holding, good, okay? Good, and she's just alternating, holding the hands up. And she is straight arm, straight above her. Yeah, good. And we're gonna still do 10, so 5 each side, 10 all together. Good. You counting? 8, 9, one more. And 10. All right, so back on for our final set of the dead bugs. And then her final set of bird dogs, she's just gonna move her legs. Okay, so that's gonna be that second modification that we're gonna have. Okay? All right, so same thing here is really keeping your core nice and tight, making sure that your back is flat to the ground. If you need to, you can always raise your head off the ground too, but that is a little bit harder. Okay? 6, good. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, and 10, good. All right, back on. Last set of bird dogs, just your legs. Okay, good. So think about kicking your legs straight back out without rotating. Bring this one down. So here, you're just gonna kick straight back, good. And we really wanna target the butt, okay? Yeah, there you go. Keep that lower back nice and tight, hips nice and square. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay. So now we're going to take if you've got a weight, any type of ball works, little stability ball, anything like that. If you don't, you can actually take like balled up socks and put them between your knees. And I want you to lay on your side. On your side. Okay. And I want you to put whatever you're going to squeeze between your knees in between your knees, okay? And I want you to keep your feet together, your heels together, and you're going to use your knee and you're going to squeeze and release, and you're going to do 20 times. Squeeze and release. Open up and down again. So you want to keep your feet together, and you're just going to use your knees. So inner thigh, squeeze just like that. And we're going to go 20. So we're going to do this side for 20, then we're going to do it on your back for 20, and then we're going to roll to the other side for 20. Counting? Yes. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, so you're going to roll to your back, keeping the weight, or whatever you have between your knees, and we're going to do a prone, or supinated, I guess, face up, and you're going to squeeze your knees together again. So squeezing that ball back for another set of 20. So when we did our glute bridges, we worked the outside of your thighs. This is going to be the inside of the thighs, okay? Seven. Okay, 9, 10, 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 more, 19, and 20. Okay, so now we're going to flip to the other side. So just roll to your other side, still face the camera, but just put your head down this way. And we're going to do your third and final set of the inner thigh squeeze, another set of 20. Same thing, keeping your feet together. So we sometimes call this a clamshell as well, because you're going to keep your feet together and you're just going to open and close your knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good job, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, almost there, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good, all right. Take this guy and roll it away. All right, so now we're gonna do like a knee tuck. So knee tucks are actually pretty simple and pretty easy. Lay it back down on your back. So they're a really easy modified version of a sit-up, especially if somebody can't do sit-ups. Knee tucks are really good to do. So all Austin is going to do is she's gonna put her hands at her side, not behind her head. Okay, we don't want to ever pull on her head. And she's going to roll up her shoulders off the ground and just tuck. And then these are going to go back down. Her shoulder's going to go back down, and then she's going to tuck up again. Tuck. Yeah. So it's just like a little bit of a guy. Okay. And we're going to do 10 of these. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release your legs and relax. Okay, so one more set of the arm tucks, and what we're going to do is she's going to alternate her knees. Okay, so tuck one leg up, and then tuck the other leg up. Okay, and we're going to do 20 on this, so 10 on each side. Okay, so yeah, you can keep one leg down on the ground. Yeah, and then tuck. Good, and then stretch that leg out. Alternate. Yeah, stretch this one out. Then you're going to bring this one up and tuck, and then stretch this one out and bring that one up. Yeah, there you go. So this is the modified alternating version of this. Good. Eight, 9, 10, 10 more, 11. Good. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 more, 19, and up for 20. All right, good. Everybody, I want you guys to stand up, and we're going to shake everything out. The next little bunch that we're going to do is going to be standing. All right, so if you've got a mat, and it's a good mat, I want you to stand on the mat, okay? So we're going to do some arm circles. After we're done this little set, we're going to have a water break, okay? So arm circles, your arms are going to be out, and you're just going to go forward, little baby circles. And then you're just going to make those circles bigger, still going forward, bigger. Nice big range of motion until they're super, super, super big. And then you're going to make those circles smaller, okay? So you're doing the big circles, and you're going to just wind it back down and make smaller circles until you can get into the small little circles. Good. All right, then you're going to reverse that and do the same thing reversed, okay? So shake those arms out again. It's going to be tough to hold those arms up all the time, okay? So shake them out. So now we're going to go backwards. So you're going to start with the little circles, going backwards into the big circles. Once you get to the big circles, you're going to wind those circles back down and make small circles. So these are really good for your rotator cuff in the shoulder, but for your scapula as well. So that is the big muscle that's in your back, this guy right here. Okay? Having the shoulder circles is really good for that. All right, so shake those arms out. Now we're going to go with leg circles. So you're just going to make a big circle, always coming back to touch your foot down on the ground, especially if balance is an issue. Okay? You're going to do 5 forward and 5 backwards. If you need something to hang on to, grab something. If you've got like a tabletop, a TV, anything like this, that you can do those circles with as well. You want to grab onto something because balance is going to be an issue on these. So if you've done 5 forward and 5 back, you're going to switch the side and go to the other side. Good. Alrighty. All right, and when you're done those, shake those legs out again. We're going to do trunk rotations now. So this one is actually relatively easy. You're going to stand and you're going to have your hands on your hips. And you're just going to lean to the side, bend forward, arch back. We're going to go 5 circles one way, big stretch. And then you're going to go 5 the other way. Good. So if you need to, you widen out your feet, make your base of support a little bit wider in this one. Good. Now you should feel really good on this one. Like there should be a lot of stretch that you can feel right through your back, into your legs, ribs, core. And that's what you want to feel. You want to feel that. All right, so now we're going to do ankle rotations. So you're going to stand. If you need to hang on to something, hang on to something. And you're just going to roll your ankles. We're going to go 10 forwards and then 10 back. Yeah, we want to make sure that we've got really good ankle mobility too. Ankle mobility, knee mobility, hip mobility, shoulder mobility, elbow mobility, back mobility. It all needs to work together to make a really, really, really good tip-top athlete and to make sure that you're not going to have any injuries to the ligaments, tendons, or muscles. Okay? All right, 10 forward, 10 backwards. When you're done that, you're going to switch to the other side and do the same thing. So some of you might hear cracking in the joints. That is okay. It's usually just like synovial fluid, so the joint fluid popping through the joint itself, as long as there's no pain. Now, sometimes there's going to be a tightness that you feel, especially if you've had an injury to your ankle joint for sure, say you've sprained your ankle. There's going to be a lot of limiting factors in that as far as how you can make that circle, but definitely keep working on it because that will help for sure. All right, everybody grab some water, have a water break. Okay. All right, we're going to have a quick water break. So the importance of having water while you're doing this is to help keep everything in your body nice and flushed. So if you don't drink enough water, one of the things that you're going to feel is you're going to get like muscle cramps, and they are the worst thing ever. So the more water that you can drink, especially when you're exercising or doing something like this, the better off you're going to be. It also helps to keep your vitamins and nutrients flowing through your body, and it keeps your joints nice and mobile. All right, so the next stuff that we're going to do, my daughter just had to go to the bathroom, so she's just in the bathroom. And I'll explain what we're going to do next. Is we're going to do just a tiny little bit of cardio. So we're going to do, if you've got a clock, you can set it with you. If not, I'm going to clock on mine because I have mine running down here. And we're going to do like 30 seconds of jogging in place, then 30 seconds of high knees, 30 seconds of butt kicks, 30 seconds of jumping jacks, and then we are going to do, I'm going to show you guys some modified burpee versions, because burpees are one of the things that nobody ever really likes, and my daughter's probably not going to like me making her do them, but that's okay. So we'll show some modified versions of burpees, and then we'll show like a full version of a burpee for you. All right, so Austin, if you're ready here, we've got 10 seconds before we start. So I'm going to tell, and I'm timing for 30 seconds, so everybody's going to jog in place. So just a nice jog and go. All right, good. So this is just going to be our cardio part. So 30 seconds of jogging in place, okay? So you want to make sure that your arms and your knees are moving together. You don't have to have your knees coming up too high because our next one's going to be high knees. And this is just going to get that heart rate cranked up a little bit more, okay? A lot more blood flowing through the body. You're going to get nice and warm, a little bit sweaty. We love it. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, rest it out. Okay, so we're going to give you guys about a 30-second rest, and then we're going to do your high knees, okay? So high knees, you're going to have your hands, and this is your modified version of it, is you're going to march. The regular version is to jump up, okay? All right, so you guys there's 10 seconds left before we do it, so I'm going to give you guys a 5 count. You can modify with just the march, high march, or you can do the high knees run. And 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so 30 seconds of your high knees. You're either high marching or high jogging. All right, 30 seconds. Everybody's doing good. 15 seconds. Good. Almost there, guys, almost there. Keep it going. And 5, 4, push right to the end. 2, 1, and good. All right, so we're going to do our 30-second break again. And we're going to do butt kicks this next time. So butt kicks modified, you're just doing back behind you. So this is going to warm up your hamstrings. If you're running, this is your run version of it, okay? So it's a little bit easier than the high knees. So your modified version is just the step, pretending you're kicking your own butt, and then the jog high knees. So ready? And 4, 3, 2, 1, and everybody go. Yeah. So you're kicking your own butt today. So I always tell my clients with this one is, you guys got to kick your own butts in this one because I can't do it for you. Yeah, nice and high, working those hamstrings, kicking up behind you. You guys got 10 seconds left. Everybody keep it going, keep it going. All right, push right to the end. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All righty, so 30-second rest. Now jumping jacks is our next one. Everybody knows jumping jacks are like this. If you can't, modified is like this, okay? So you're just stepping side to side as the arms come up. That's going to be our next 30 seconds is your jumping jacks. All right, everybody, we got 10 seconds. Modified version, stepping out. Full version is the full jump, okay? And 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds. Awesome. Good, everybody's doing good. All right, guys, keep it going. Last 10. You're going to push right to the end, right to the end. Don't give up until right at the very end. And 3, 2, 1, and good. Okay, so now the next one is burpees. Okay, so modified version of a burpee, if you can do it, is you're going to have a chair, your hands down, plank, step up, clap, out, step up, clap. Your full version of a burpee, jump up, down to the ground, back up, up. Okay, that's your full version. Are you ready? All right, I'm doing it on this one. 3, 2, 1, and go. Get behind me and do the modified. All right, after this, everybody's going to get a water break. Good. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, grab water, everybody, if you need it. Nice water break. Water breaks are great. Like I said, you're going to need it. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. We raised the heart rate up in that cardio. Now we're going to let it come down. Most of you should be having a hard time talking like me. Not that I'm out of shape or anything, but I hate burpees. That's why I did them. My daughter hates them too. All right, so now we're going to get into the workout. And we're going to start, and you guys probably aren't going to like me, with the plank.
No.
30 seconds of plank, okay? So Austin is gonna show you a modified version of plank. First is knees and elbows, right? 3, 2, 1, go. Holding plank 30 seconds. When I start doing the countdown to the end of 30 seconds, you're gonna hop up and you're gonna go right into jumping jacks for 30 seconds, okay? All right, almost there. 10 seconds left. So when I say 3, 2, 1, you guys are up for jumping jacks. And 3, 2, 1, and up. 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Modified or full. Good. I don't know why I'm counting more time than this.
I know, you're counting. I was counting too.
That happens when you get into the habit of counting. You count everything. All right, 10 seconds left. Then we're going to take a break. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and break. So 30 seconds of break. Okay, we're going to do that again. But this time, Austin is going to do a high plank. Okay? High plank on her feet. Okay? So we've got 15 seconds. If you guys need to have a quick drink of water, have a quick drink of water. And we're going to go back down and we're going to plank again. Okay? All right, Austin, are you ready? Full plank on toes and hands. And 3, 2, 1, up on your hands.
Oh, my hands?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, with it.
There we go. Okay, holding the plank. So holding the plank, she's making sure that her shoulders are up, her hips are up, okay? Nice plank here. So if somebody was to come push on her, she will not go down. She's holding everything super tight. All right, same thing when I do the countdown, you're up and doing jumping jacks again. In 3, 2, 1, everybody up. Modify those jumping jacks if you need to. 30 seconds. You owe me. Good. Almost there. Almost there. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we're doing plank variations right now. So we did modified plank, knees and elbows. She did full plank, toes and hands. Now we're going to do like a shoulder touch, okay? So you can do modified version on a shoulder touch. Okay, Austin, get down.
Yeah.
If you want to modify this, you can, knees and hands, okay? All right, so modified version, and all she's going to do, she's going to alternate and touch her shoulders. Yeah, just like that. All right, everybody ready? And go. Okay. So in this modified version of a shoulder touch, you try to not have any movement in your hips whatsoever. You want to keep them as still as possible. So that means that you're using your core, your lower abs and your lower back to hold the hips in place. Okay, modified, if you can't touch your shoulders, you're touching your forearms. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and up for jog on the spot.
Oh, sure, that's fine. Okay.
All right, 30 seconds of jog on the spot.
That wimpy jog.
Huh?
That wimpy jog.
Your wimpy jog. That's okay.
Counts as a jog.
Your heart rate is up. It's going to count as a jog. All right, so we've got one more plank variation that we're going to do. We're going to take, after this, we're going to take 30-second rest, and we're going to do one more plank variation, and it is an up and down plank. Okay, and Austin's going to modify this one as well. 3, 2, 1, and good. All right, stay here. Get down on your hands and knees. Okay, so she's going to show you the modified version of the up-down plank. Okay, so you start in a high plank, and you're going to go down to your elbows, and then back up to your hands. Okay, that is what we're going to do. Okay, and good. All right, give it a rest. We got 10 seconds left. All right, this is our last plank variation with the jog at the end again. Okay, everybody ready? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Alternating, going up and down. If this is too hard, you're just going to hold the plank again. Okay. But this is one that you want to work towards being able to do. Good, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up for the last jog on the spot. Good. All right, how's everybody doing? Okay, we're gonna have water again after this. She says horrible.
Sucks.
Well, we've got 15 minutes left.
So you made me do it?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, and good. Ooh, I'm making you do this because I have a hard time talking and explaining stuff when I'm dying because I have no air.
Sure.
All right, guys, so the next things that we're going to do is we're going to work your legs and your bum. So we're going to do air squats first, okay? And we're going to do the same sequence. We're going to do 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, okay? So your legs are going to get rest. So air squats. You're going to stand with your feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Okay, hands are going to come out for balance. So I'm going to do this a front version so that you guys can see, and then a side version. Okay, so you're going to sit like this. Austin, bring me a chair. Okay. And we're going to show you like a modified chair version. So you're squatting just like this. Okay, so side version, down like this. Arms are going to go in front for balance. Okay, if you have issues with balance, you are going to do chair squats, which means you're going to stand, you're going to sit, and you're going to stand back up again, using that chair for balance, okay? So this is your modified version. Full version is a squat. And it doesn't matter how deep you go. I have really good mobility, so I can squat really low. You don't have to do that, even if you're squatting here, okay? We're just working the legs and the bum. All right, if everybody's ready, we're going to start this next one in 10 seconds. 30 seconds of work, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and squat. Good. And you don't have to do these fast. I'd really like it if everybody did it nice and slow and controlled, and I want you to feel your leg muscles. Keep them nice and tight. Good. Ten seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so shake those legs out. We're going to do that 2 more times. So we're going to do 3 sets of 30-second squats, 30-second rest. Okay, so 2 more times on this. Yeah, shake those legs out. We're going to work the legs first, and then we're going to do some upper body work, which is push-ups, everybody's most favorite thing in the world. All right, 10 seconds left, and we're going to start your second set of air squats. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, 30 seconds. Good, everybody's doing good. Making sure that you're balancing out with your hands in front of you. Good. You want to make sure that your feet are nice and flat on the ground too. You don't want to have your heels coming up or your toes coming up. So, you know the arch of your foot, that's where you want to center your balance over. Is think about, okay, my weight is centered over the arch of my feet. That's when you're going to have the best squat possible. 3, 2, 1, and good. Relax. Shake those legs out. We got 1 more set of these to go. Balance is a really big thing in squats because you have to use your front of your body and the back of your body, so your anterior to your posterior. And squats are really good at that. If you find that you're leaning forward and into your toes, that means that you're stronger in your front side than you are in your back side. Okay? Ready for our last set in 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. And you can go a little wider with your feet. Austin's a little wider than how I normally would do my air squats, and that's okay. That just means that her hips aren't as mobile as mine, so she goes a little bit wider just to make her squats a lot easier. You guys can do that as well. You can go as wide as you want or as narrow as you want. Narrow is going to be more difficult. We're almost there, guys, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and good. All right, shake it out. Okay, so we got a 30-second rest. Okay. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is you're going to do some lunges. So have something handy that you need to hang on to if you don't have the balance. And I'm going to show you this from the side. We're going to do a step back lunge, okay? Down, down, and down. Okay, so 30 seconds of lunging, 30 seconds of rest. Are you ready? Is everybody ready? Okay, and 3, 2, 1, go. Good. So control your leg down to the ground if you can. You don't have to go all the way down to the ground if you don't want to, if you don't have the strength to. Okay? This is great for your hamstrings, great for your inner thighs. And 3, 2, 1, rest it out. Alrighty. All right, we're going to do 2 more sets of those, 30-second work, 30-second rest. Yay. Because we got 10 minutes left. All right, are you ready, kid? And 3, 2, 1, and go. Actually, you know what? We still have to cool down. Keep going, keep going. So we're going to do, this is going to be your final set of lunges, and then we're going to get into the push-ups, okay? And then we're going to do our stretches to cool you guys out. Three, 2, 1, rest it out. Okay, so now we're going to do push-ups. We're going to do our final 2 sets of push-ups. So your push-ups, modified version is on your knees. You want your hands relatively close together, down, up, full range of motion down to the ground and back up again, okay? And we're going to do these all modified from your knees. Unless you have good range of motion, you can do them from your toes, but we want everybody to do them from your knees. All right, is everybody ready? In 3, 2, 1, and push up. Oh, wow. Upper body's going to be hurting on these. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, so bring your hands back. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So now, Austin's not going down to full range of motion, so what I'm going to get her to do on her next set in 3, 2, 1, rest it out, is she's going to do what's called a hand release, okay? So she is going to lower herself down to the ground, hands up, push back up again, okay? So hand release push-ups are what it's going to get if you can't do like your chest to the ground push-ups. This is going to train you to do them. All right, is everybody ready? We got 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hand release push-ups all the way down, hands off, good, and push yourself back up. So holding yourself in a plank position all the way down and all the way up. Good, and push up. This is the best way to train your muscles in your body to get used to doing a full push-up. We all have to start somewhere with these, and I started with hand release to get my muscles and everything conditioned enough to do a full push-up. All right, and rest it out. Okay. All right, so now you guys grab some water. We are going to start into your stretching. Okay, so we're going to do the stretches. I'm actually going to grab my list here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do timed on these stretches. All right, and I'm going to put that back here. So Austin, are you ready? Get down for your stretches. Okay, hurdler stretch. I want everybody to sit on your bums with your feet forward. You're going to take one leg and you're going to run it behind you, okay? So if you can hold here, this is where you're going to hold. This is the modified version of the hurdler stretch. If you have the mobility, you're going to lean back, okay? If that feels good and you feel you can go any farther, you're going to go down on your elbows. And you want to make sure that your knee stays down to the ground. That's the full version, so modify this version, okay? We're going to do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other, and you're going to switch in 3, 2, 1, switching sides. And same thing, we're going to do our 30 seconds on this side. And yeah, like Austin said, she said she can go lower on this one. One side, you're going to have a lot more mobility to go down on the other, and then the other side. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, so we're going to do what is called a lying quad stretch. Okay, what is that? What is it? Well, it's my version of it anyway. So she's going to lay on her back. Wait, yeah, go to the side. Okay, legs flat. Legs flat. Yeah, she's going to bring one leg in. And I want you to hug it. Oh, okay. Yeah, hug it nice and tight. Okay, stretching the hamstring, stretching the quad on this one. 30 seconds on this one. Yeah,
do it after that. That's nice.
Aha. Just getting a little bit of a deeper stretch in there. Okay, and we're holding. This is our static stretches, holding. Yeah, breathe through these ones, especially if it is a little tight. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Ouch.
My hair sucks sometimes.
All right, 10 seconds on this hold. Then we're going to stay in this position. Then we're going to switch legs back again. We're going to do a different type of stretch in this position. All right, legs flat out. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring that other leg up. So your first leg, you're going to cross it to the side and set it down. Okay, like just like you're sitting in a chair and you're crossing your legs, and you're going to try to push your knee down. Okay, this is a hip flexor stretch right in here. So from the lower abs over your psoas, which is your hip flexor, into the glute or your quad. All right, and other side, switching sides.
Yeah, this is the tough one.
Yeah.
Cheap.
So with Austin, what she's saying is this side's a lot harder for her to stretch, so that means that her hip flexor in here from her abs is a lot tighter. 2, 1. All right. So now we're going to do a back stretch. Okay. So she's going to lay here. She's going to bend her leg up, keeping her arms straight out to the side. She's going to rotate that knee over. Okay. And she's just going to hold here. So we're stretching out her spine. Now, if it's really tight and this is hard to hold, what I want you guys to do is I want you to breathe deep. And just try to relax yourself into this stretch, especially where you feel the tightness. Like if you feel tightness in your lower back, I want you to think about as you take a deep breath in, you're exhaling into that spot, okay? And you want to release the tension. All right, bring that leg back and you're going to switch to the other side. Good. Holding 30 seconds. One side just feels a lot better than the other side. All right, and good. Okay, so now she's going to come up, she's going to flip over, and she's going to do child's pose. So this is a yoga movement, child's pose. You guys have been doing some yoga before. Widen out your knees. Yeah, and I want you to sink your shoulders down into here. So we're stretching out the lats, the serratus, which is your obliques on the side. Okay, and thinking about pushing your hips down. Okay. And from here, what she is going to do, she's going to go up onto her toes and she's going to go into a downward dog. Now? No, just 10 seconds. 10 seconds into downward dog. 3, 2, 1, and good. So she's going to plant her hands, go up onto her toes. Okay, walk her feet in. So downward dog, you want to be able to have your heels come down to the ground. And if you can't yet, walk in and keep those legs nice and straight. Yeah. So one thing in the downward dog, if you're having a hard time keeping your legs straight, you're going to bend one up, and then push it down and then alternate. So this is kind of stepping into your downward dog, okay? And that's just helping the hamstrings to stretch out. All right, and then we're going to go into the downward, or the child's pose one more time. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, back down into child's pose, stretching those arms out. And then this is our last one, and then you guys are all done. I hope you enjoyed this. I know my kid's probably not very happy with her mom.
No.
All right. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, and come up. All right, so good job, everybody. Oh, you can't see my head here. Good job, everybody. I hope you had fun with this one. And yeah, just continue, do lots of mobility stretching, working everything, and you guys are going to be good to go.